Ha ha! I didn't have me sent to stream. Another fuck up by me. How's them apples? Am I on now? Hi, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here at last. How you diddling? I hope you're not fiddling. Woohoo! Anyway, let's start with a disclaimer. Anything said in this stream is my opinion and my opinion only. I do not claim it to be factual actuals or infactual inactuals. How's them apples? And today's stream is sponsored by Nescafe Gold Double Choco Mocha. Ooh, how's them apples for you? Ho ho ho! And I'm gonna have a drink of my bro. Ah, that's nice sugar and spice. What we're going to talk about? We're going to talk about YouTube having a fucking meltdown. A meltdown indeed. A very much unneeded meltdown. 3D Fight Club seems to have infected the YouTube space. And I believe it's an infection that cannot be cured. I believe now, from now on YouTube, all you're ever going to hear people say is when they got something wrong with them is, I'm thinking up 3D Fight Club, Karen. I'm thinking, phone Ash up, phone Dougie, phone Dean, phone them. I want to fight you, don't care. He's fucking pathetic, innit? Come on. They're grown fucking men now. Oh, fucking hell. Right, so we'll start off with 3D Fight Club. First, let's talk about fighting trolls. I've no interest in fighting trolls, fights Ash or not. Not to do with me. All I did, I voiced my opinion. I said, I think Ash should fight somebody else. If he decides to fight shiting dolls. Shiting dolls. If he wants to fight shiting dolls, that's up to him. That's up to shiting dolls. That's up to Ash. And that's up to whether the 3D Fight Club thinks it'll make any fucking money, which I don't think it would. Because if you look at sentiment on YouTube, I don't think anybody other than PP and a couple of others wants to see it. How's them fucking apples for you? Let's jog on to the next thing. We're done fighting trolls. Ash ding-a-ling-a-ling, ding-dong ling. I think it's all going to his head a little bit, isn't it? I think he's getting a bit too big for his boots. He needs to calm down, take a fucking week away, and rethink the situation, because all the love he's got at the minute can disappear in a fucking heartbeat if he starts with all this calling every fucker out again, like he used to do when everybody turned against him and he said naughty things. And he's built his reputation back up. He's built his fucking channel back up. He's been a good guy for a fair bit of time now, and everybody's starting to back him. But he needs to take a step back before it all fucking disappears. Because a week on YouTube is like 10 years in the real world. And by that, what I mean is, if you fall out with somebody in real world, you might just avoid them for a month or so, and then you'll get back round and you might start friends again. In YouTube land, you fall out with somebody on YouTube, next thing you know, they wanted to fight you on 3D fucking fight card. Oh. Now, let's move on again. We're going to do this really quick, so I want to try and keep it down to 20 minutes, but I've got lots of shite to speak. Lots of shite in speaky deedy. Let's do some Uskuskas anyway. As long as, I hope that fighting trolls don't fucking copyright me for using his Uskus in the house. Yes, Karma, I'm PP's son. You want to buy some decent flake? Decent flack. Oh, decent flack. Paul James in the house. Oh, Flake, I get you. He went to him here then. I know what you mean now. Because that's what they were. I'm not getting into. I've got no problem with PP. He's just some silly old fucking clown that's latched onto fucking fighting trolls. I've no beef with the man. He's not really much out, is he? He's just a little fucking Weasley kind of guy who I ain't got time for. He's just a, oh, happy days, happy fucking days, happy days. And then he drops little hints about things, but won't fucking say it full story. So I've no time for him. He's a lying bastard. He's an absolute lying bastard. Like I said, I've no interest in him, but I'm going to tell you, he's a lying bastard. Because he said he didn't say something, and he clearly did fucking say it. And once somebody tells lies like that, I've no fucking interest in him whatsoever. So he can do his fucking flower arrangements and fuck off. He's a dickhead. Happy fucking days, yeah. Ooh, apples and pears, happy fucking days. Fuck off, dickhead. Go take your fucking flowers and fuck off, stupid cunt. Anyway, let's crack on. Let's crack on. The swan and only Karma. You were saying everything I think too. I usually do. This is what I usually do. I don't send out that other people aren't thinking. But all I do is say what people's thinking. And what I'm thinking is usually what other rape-minded people are fucking thinking. Raymond Fisher, want to fight? Well, I've already spoke to Dino and I've booked my sending for last week in October in 2027 to have a fight with him because he's fully booked up until then. Fully booked. You can't get a fight with him until 2027. And I'm only penciled in for that date because somebody else might come forward and want to have a fucking fight with him before 2027. Hey, it's fucking mental, isn't it? It's mental. Right, travellers have a tradition of calling each other out. And I've mentioned this before, but I'll go through a scenario. A long time ago, it used to be when travellers travelled, when travellers weren't stationary. And when travellers travelled, they might travel to another area and there might be another family group in that area. And they'd want to, egos. It'd be egos between, let's say, family A and family B. So family A have been situated in that area longer. Family B turns up, and then they want to say that they're best family because it's all about names and reputations and history of that family. And that's what used to happen. Family B would go over to family A and they'd take a fair play man with them and they'd fight the best man in that camp. And that's how it all started. Then it went on to doing it with tape recordings, where they passed tape recordings across to each other. Then it were VHS tapes that get passed over. Then it were DVDs. And now it's online. If you look, I'm subscribed to one of the channels where they all arts are on it. And most of them are hilarious because it's just fucking mental. You call my mother fucking Tracy instead of Cheruza 27 fucking years ago and all this. But it's a tradition that they carry on. But now that tradition's getting passed on to, is it Gordy? I think we're called Gordies to travel. I can't remember the proper name for it. Let's just say we're house dwellers. House dwellers and are picking up on this thing. They're not knowing note about tradition on it. They're not knowing note about its history. They're not knowing about note about fucking note about note. And it's, I want a fucking straight away and a fair play man, and I'll fetch my fair play man, and you fetch your fair play man. Look, gorgeous. Yeah, gorgeous. That's it, gorgeous. We're gorgeous. Thank you, Hector Brockleman. Right, gorgeous don't have fair play man. Gorgeous have a referee. And they have a referee for a reason. Because a fair play man's there to look after one party, not both parties, one party. So if he's in that fucking ring and you've got two fair play men and one at fair play man saying, shake hands, shake hands, shake hands, you don't want that. When you're in a fucking gorgeous of fighting, you want a referee that's not going to be saying shake hands, shake hands, shake hands. It's just going to make sure at some point that fight's going to fucking end by one of you either packing in or time running out. You know what I mean? So all those gorgeous on about fair play men and then it's bollocks. That's a traveller tradition, not a fucking normal people housebound tradition in normal sense as in boxing. So can we fucking get up with this? I'll fetch my fair play man. Unless you're involved with travellers, just fucking forget it. If you don't ever fight with somebody, just fucking turn up. There's no need for fair play man and all that bollocks. Anyway, I'm rambling. Time for some more coffee. Nice, sugar and spice. What else we got down? Camper van. Oh, yes. Might have to spend a little bit more than I wanted to. Not very happy about that because price of vans have gone up and the shit that people are trying to sell for silly money is fucking embarrassing. And I nearly bought a magic van. A magic van indeed. And why is it magic, Karma? Karma, why is it magic? It's magic because it shed 100,000 miles in 5 years. Yes, its mileage went backwards. That's amazing. Amazing indeed. It went from 150,000 miles on it and then gradually went down. I think they were driving it round in fucking reverse. Fucking dirty bastards. So what we got next? The Chitty chat bar. Stickers. Sorting them out for Saturday. Going to do a video Saturday. Go put an email, drop us up Saturday. Also for Saturday. So Saturday's the day. Day is Saturday. What else we want to get through? Rat pull. That's never happening, is it? Rat pull's not a well man anyway. I'm led to believe. I'm led to believe that he's got medical conditions that wouldn't really be helped by getting punched in his fucking just below his ribcage, or a rabbit punch. Karma, my fair pay man is in touch with yours. My dog is looking at me and saying, "Oh no, we're not back onto this fucking coffee morning shite again, are we? I thought we could be out playing." She's been out playing this morning, ain't you? Who broke Daddy's camera? Who broke Daddy's camera? Oh, what it was? It were on a tripod, and it's a DSLR. It's a Canon SX540 SE, something with fucking lock numbers and them. It don't work now. But it get mended when it babies. It was an accident. Tony B. Yeah, Tony B in the house with a £300 white Range Rover. You did well here, kid. Proper bargain indeedy. Ratpull, I don't think Ratpull's going to fight. I don't think Ratpull ever had any intentions of fight. If you know Ratpull like we know him, most of us have known him for a while, we know he's played a character. And he's all the lieutenants and generals and all this shit. He's playing a character. And that's what he does. And he stays in character. I've never seen him out of character yet on a video. He knows how to play the game. And he's playing a parody character. And when these people that don't know that much about him, like Ash Jab, come on and they see this Ratpull. Who's this fucking guy here fucking calling everybody out, calling this person out, saying this shit? They don't realise that he's laughing his bollocks off at them when they start fucking saying they want to fight him. He's just sat there thinking, that's another 10,000 views in the bank. That's another 10 quid for me. Thick as a fucking tree. £300 for Range Rover. I think that means to fill it up now, because it's, what is it, 179 for diesel and 165 for petrol. Oh, it's fucking getting ridiculous. Oh, but government's helped us out. They've knocked 5 pence off a litre. Woohoo! Fucking tight bastards. And they wonder why everybody's going to go to forecourt and fill up and forget to pay. Because that's fucking coming. Because it's not theft. Unless you meant to do it. And if you didn't mean to do it and it were an accident, you forgot to fucking pay and you're prepared to pay then, it's not a fucking crime. Dickheads! Big Tony loves the way can't stretch that 300 quid, huh? He's making it fucking last in here. Fucking hell, I bet his pockets are full every time he goes in the supermarket. Oosh! Right, let's do some us. Paul James, Robert Bobert, Ratpull, Robert Bobert. Happy days, happy fucking days, happy days. JJ, David Dickinson asked Decker Heggie for his standback. Fucking old chestnut face. I'm not even talking about Dickie. I ain't even watched his fucking videos. I don't even know if he's made any fucking videos. I've unsubscribed from the cunt and I've no interest in him until when Tony and Shirtless Wonder comes up with all info that they've done. I've no interest in Dickie until there's something new to get into him about. Because if you notice now, nobody's talking about him. Nobody's giving him any fucking time of day or fuck all. So he's not getting that oxygen that he needs, that oxygen of publicity that he thrives on. And I just wish Dino would just say, look, Dickie, fuck off, not fighting you can fuck off. But if he does fight him, that's up to him. And I've got him his shorts anyway. I just need to iron all things onto it. Anyway, Robert Bobert, Karma, you're a funny guy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. It's Sooty. Carol, haven't a clue, mate. The narrative changes every 5 minutes. JL Albs, choose a trifle, not... That's a fucking good one, innit? That's a good one, man. We're going to have to start with Heart Attack at some time. Not doing one this week. Still not fucking in mood for all that full-time YouTube shit. Because it is hard graft. You know, you might think, oh, just making videos is hard. Is it? Fuck hard. It is. It's draining. It's mentally fucking draining. And when sun's out, and you look out at window and you think, should I make a video? Or should I be out there in fucking sun? You know what I mean? The sun wins every day of the week. Yes. Oh, let's do some shout-outs in this voice. Ring my best mate Smudge. Spent the 500 on what you want. Unlucky. Next. Wrexham on the wrong ones. Whee! Kelsey. Best to look to DC today. I'm thinking it might have been adjourned. I don't know why I'm just thinking it's been adjourned. But yeah. But let's be right. Nobody wants to see Danny Christie go to prison. No, other than fucking Grey Pape. But if he did, right, I don't want him to, and I hope he don't, but if he did, I think he's in a better mind frame now to be able to adjust to it and to actually help other people while he's inside, because he seems to be in a lot calmer a lot calmer place now, and a lot better suited to be able to cope with it than what he would have been if he wasn't where he was today. But I hope he don't go to prison. I'm sure, I 100% hope he don't go to prison, because it's not a nice place, no matter what mood you're in. And I hope that his injunction gets dropped, because if he don't go to prison, then surely that injunction should be dropped, because it's a lie. It's a lie of what Dickie did to get that injunction. He said he was in fear of his life every time he come online, and then he were offering Danny out for a fight until Danny fucking got that frustrated with it all, that said, "Oh fuck it then, come on then, let's do it." And then you know what happened? He got a good fucking slap, didn't he? Karma, I was at Cuddiff Family Centre last Tuesday. Assessment for fostering team. Paul James, don't understand why he put it in the GoFund and not to you in person. Just saying. No idea what that means. Hector Brocklebank. I love that name. Hector Brocklebank. And next up we have Hector Brocklebank. Heck is a beast. Sharp and to the point. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to hear. Shall we do an horse race? Shall we? No, we won't. No, we're not. In fact, how long we're doing? I'm not going to stop on long, because I'm going to take dogs back out again, because it's a lovely sunny fucking day. But the other done 20 minutes. That's enough for you all, that, isn't it? You don't want to listen to me for too fucking long, do you? Shall we ever sing a song? What shall we sing a song about? What shall we talk about? What shall we do? We've got 3 minutes left to do. Fighting fighters. Right, I don't think fighters have been paid yet. Well, most of them haven't been paid for 3D Fight Club. So before any 3D Fight Part 2 gets mentioned, I think fighters should be getting paid. I understand it's first event and things can go wrong, and that with pay-per-views made a fucking massive dent in amount of money they've got to work with. Look, let's imagine there were 12 fights on card. I think 10 went ahead, or 11. I'm not 100%. I think it was 10. So if you think there's 10 fighters, if each fighter gets $1,000 apiece, that's 20 grand that they've got to shell out. And that's at $1,000 apiece. And most fighters were expecting a lot more. But I just don't see where money's going to come from. And if you've got no contract in place, which none of them is, from what I've heard, I've not heard any one of them say that they've got a contract for a set amount of money, or for a set percentage at pay-per-views, or a set percentage at money that came in for tables. I don't think any of them, other than a couple of top fights, is going to be looking at more than covering the travel costs, to be honest, which is an hotel, some training fee, some food. I just don't see it. I don't see where money comes from. I don't know what kind of budget they've got, for an event itself, to say, look, it's first event. If we don't make enough money, where's this other money coming from? I don't really see that being in structure of the event planning, to be honest, because I think they thought they were just going to make that much money that they'd been able to pay everybody and it had all been all right. But until everybody gets paid and then everything gets arranged, see, I don't blame them for not coming out and saying, oh, if they're still working behind the scenes, if money's only just come in from ticket agency because it were a third party, they've got to then try and work out who's getting what, who's brought in what. But arrangement beforehand want that it were a ticket deal, and it is. I think now where they're going to do it, it's going to be like a ticket deal, which is what most white collar fights are anyway. You'll fetch the money in, you'll sell 100 tickets, you get a percentage of that 100 tickets. But then that leaves it open to abuse, whereas one part at fight might fetch all tickets in, and then other partner in that fight might not fetch it. Oh, it's a fucking minefield. And only thing I can tell you is, it's never the promoters that end up losing. It's always the fighters. It's always going to be fighters, because money has to go from promoters' hands to the fighters. So if the promoters are not going to make any money, they're not going to be able to pass out on to the fighters. And that's me. I mean, that's me 20 minutes, bang on. Ha ha ha. Hey, Karma, how do I get some stickers, please, mate? Tomorrow, Mandy Hingle, Hingy, Hinge, Mangy, Mangy Hinge. Oh, fucking hell. Eggman, Cockpull. Yeah, I was calling him Ring Pull. Yeah, so tomorrow, I'll do a video tomorrow, and we'll do I'll sort out stickers out, and I'll get a fresh email so everybody can send, because I don't want your details. I want you to use that email, put a false name on, put all you fucking want, make up a new email address, put your where you want to send it to, and then once all stickers have gone, that email account just gets shut down. So there's no, you know what I mean, no hanky-panky stuff going off. Because if I don't know who they're going to, it don't matter, because I don't know. So it could be anybody. It could be fucking Tricky fucking Dicky. Right, catch you later anyway. It's been a pleasure, never a chore.